Well, let's talk about the German parliament today. It is a tragedy. Germany has the biggest parliament of the democratic world. In total, we have 709 legislators. Well, that's a lot of people. And how do they get into the parliament? Well, usually they're voted into the parliament by the people in their particular districts. So they represent a district, and people will support their candidate because they think he or she will do a good job. But then there's also people who have not been elected by the voters. So they are elected by their own parties and get into the parliament this way. Now, is this process democratic or not? Well, maybe it's not completely democratic, but partly. And that's probably enough for Germany. Well, the thing is now, many people have been asking me, so how much money does a German legislator make? And it's a lot. So let's look at the numbers. Well, every German legislator gets a basic salary of 10,083.47 euros per month. Now, this is not tax-free, so they have to pay taxes for it. But then they also have a certain budget that they can use freely. And this comes up to 4,560.69 euros per month. This is tax-free. And how do people usually use these 4,500 euros? Well, they can rent a second apartment, probably one in Berlin, near the parliament, and one in their own hometown, but they don't have to. So they can do everything they want with that money. But that's not all, because they also have an annual budget of 12,000 euros. And with this budget, they can buy stationery, they can buy coffee machines, office supplies, whatever. And many people have actually been criticizing this budget because they think, what does one person need 12,000 euros for? So basically, some people, they like to buy golden pens, high-end fountain pens, just luxury items. Well, of course, voters think that's not fair, since basically it's the people's money that pays for all these expenses. But that's not all, because they also have a monthly budget of 22,795 euros that they can use for assistants or for drivers and so on. So the only thing they have to do is they have to prove that this money is used for assistance and so on. In the old days, many legislators, they just used their own family members as employees, so to say. But I think this is not really possible anymore. Anyway, it's still a lot of money. But then, that's not all. Because since they're legislators in the German parliament, they have to do some traveling, of course, representative work and so on, so they can use trains, planes for free. And also, if their travel is related to their jobs, they get reimbursed for it. So basically, it's just a matter of definition. We had this one case where a Green Party legislator went to the South Pacific in order to check on climate change there. Well, it looked bad, but the item was still there, of course. People criticized that legislator because, of course, it's the people's money that they're wasting for their own pleasure. So in total, one member of the German parliament makes 38,439.16 euros per month. So this is a lot of money, and many people, of course, are not satisfied with the work the legislators are doing and are asking, do they have to make that much money? Well, of course, the legislators themselves think it's not enough. And in fact, they're actually the only people who are able to raise their own salaries. The problem is, whenever you see images of the parliament on TV, there's basically no one there. People are not going to the debates, so they're not voting there. I don't know where they are. And of course, this doesn't look too good, since there are 709 people that should be there in the parliament doing their jobs. But I guess in this line of work, it doesn't matter to be present at your place of work anyway. So stay tuned for more information on German politics and culture. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel.